In the beginning, God created the earth and all living things. But the people of the earth became wicked and corrupt, and their evil ways grieved God's heart. He decided to destroy the earth with a great flood, sparing only one righteous man, Noah, and his family. Noah received a divine message from God to build an ark that would save him and his family from the impending flood. The ark had to be a massive vessel, capable of carrying 2 of every kind of animal. God instructed Noah to build an ark, a large boat, and to gather 2 of every kind of animal, 1 male and 1 female, to be saved from the flood. Noah obeyed God's command, and he and his family worked tirelessly to build the massive ark. Noah began constructing the ark with the help of his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. They built the ark out of gopher wood, using pitch to seal it from the water. It took them many years to complete the ark, during which time the people of the earth ridiculed and mocked Noah for his beliefs. But Noah remained faithful and steadfast, knowing that God's plan was just. When the ark was finally finished, Noah and his family gathered all the animals that God had instructed them to save, and they boarded the ark, ready to ride out the flood. Noah and his family, along with all the animals, were confined to the ark for many months as the floodwaters rose and covered the earth. Life on the ark was a challenge for everyone involved. The animals were not used to being in such close quarters with each other, and the constant motion of the ark made them uneasy. Noah and his family worked hard to care for the animals, feeding them and cleaning up after them. They also had to contend with the smell and noise of so many animals in one place. Despite the difficulties, Noah and his family remained faithful to God's plan and persevered through their time on the ark. After many long months, the floodwaters began to recede, and the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah sent out a raven and a dove to see if the waters had receded enough to leave the ark. When the dove returned with an olive branch, Noah knew that the waters had receded enough for the ark to be safely vacated. Noah and his family, along with all the animals, left the ark and began to repopulate the earth. After the flood, God made a covenant with Noah and all living things on earth. He promised to never again destroy the earth with a flood and set a rainbow in the sky as a sign of his promise. Noah and his family were grateful for God's mercy and vowed to honor God with their lives. They built an altar and offered sacrifices to God as a sign of their gratitude. The rainbow covenant became a symbol of God's enduring love and mercy for all of humanity. That's what the Bible tells us. That's all said in the scriptures. From now on, let's see if this story is true or not. Or is it just a legend that has been told? The question of whether the world has ever had a global flood is a controversial one. Some believe that the story of Noah's Ark, as recorded in the Bible, is evidence of a global flood. Others argue that there is no scientific evidence to support this claim. While the story of the global flood is widely accepted by many religious communities, the scientific community has debated its validity. However, there are some scientists who have discovered evidence to suggest that a global flood did indeed occur. Geologist Dr. John Morris has argued that the global flood is a historical fact, citing geological evidence from around the world. For example, Morris points to the existence of fossilized marine life on mountain tops and the occurrence of rapid sedimentation, which he claims is consistent with the biblical account of the flood. In addition, there is evidence to suggest that a catastrophic flood occurred in the Black Sea region around 7,500 years ago. This flood, caused by a rising sea level, is believed to have had a significant impact on the development of human civilization in the region. Other evidence of past floods can be found in the form of sediment deposits and the geological records of river systems. For example, the Grand Canyon is believed to have been formed by the Colorado River, which eroded the rock over millions of years. However, some scientists believe that a catastrophic flood may have contributed to the canyon's formation. While there is evidence to suggest that a global flood may have occurred, many scientists argue that the evidence is not conclusive. They point to the lack of evidence of a global flood in the geological record and the fact that the story of Noah's Ark is largely regarded as a myth. The search for Noah's Ark has been a subject of fascination for many people for centuries. Many explorers and adventurers have searched for evidence of the Ark's existence, but to this day, no conclusive evidence has been found. The first recorded search for Noah's Ark occurred in the early 19th century when a British archaeologist named J.F. Parrott explored the Ararat Mountains in eastern Turkey. Parrott claimed to have seen the remains of the Ark on the mountain, but he was unable to provide any physical evidence to support his claim. In the early 20th century, a number of expeditions were launched to search for the Ark, including a 1916 expedition led by Russian explorer Nicholas Rurik. Rurik claimed to have seen the Ark, but like Parrott, he was unable to provide any physical evidence to support his claim. In the 1950s and 1960s, a number of searches were conducted in the Ararat Mountains by a group of American adventurers led by George Jamel. Jamel claimed to have found a piece of wood that he believed was a fragment of the Ark, but his claim was later debunked. In the 1970s, a Turkish Air Force captain named İlhan Durupinar discovered a large boat-shaped formation in the Ararat Mountains that he believed was the remains of the Ark. Durupinar's discovery sparked a renewed interest in the search for the Ark, and a number of expeditions were launched to investigate the site. In 1987, a team of American archaeologists led by Ron Wyatt claimed to have found the remains of the Ark on the site discovered by Durupinar. Wyatt claimed to have found petrified wood and metal fittings that he believed were part of the Ark, but his claims were widely criticized by the scientific community. In the years since, a number of other expeditions have been launched to search for the Ark, but no conclusive evidence has been found. The search for Noah's Ark continues to this day, with some researchers using advanced technology such as ground-penetrating radar and satellite imagery to try to locate the Ark. In recent years, the search for Noah's Ark has continued, with some new developments and archaeological significance. In 2010, a Chinese-Turkish team of explorers announced that they had discovered what they believed to be the remains of Noah's Ark on Mount Ararat. The team claimed to have found a large wooden structure buried under ice and volcanic rocks at an altitude of around 4,000 meters. The discovery sparked a renewed interest in the search for the Ark, with many people eager to learn more about the findings. However, some scientists were skeptical of the team's claims, citing the lack of physical evidence and the difficulty of excavating the site. In 2017, a team of researchers from the University of the Basque Country in Spain announced that they had discovered a site in Turkey that they believed could be the location of the biblical city of Tushan. The site, which was located in the vicinity of Mount Ararat, contained a number of artifacts that suggested it was a major trading center during the Bronze Age. The discovery of the Tushan site was significant because it provided evidence of a thriving civilization in the region at a time when the story of Noah's Ark is believed to have taken place. Some researchers have suggested that the discovery of the Tushan site could shed light on the origins of the story of Noah's Ark and its place in ancient history. Despite the new developments in the search for Noah's Ark, the quest to find physical evidence of the Ark remains elusive. While some believe that the search is a matter of faith, others argue that it is an important part of understanding the history of the region and the origins of human civilization. In conclusion, while recent developments and discoveries in the search for Noah's Ark have shed light on the history of the region, there is still no conclusive evidence to support the existence of the Ark. Nevertheless, the ongoing quest to find physical evidence of the Ark remains an important part of understanding the origins of human civilization and the role of faith in shaping our understanding of history. The search for Noah's Ark continues to capture the imagination of people around the world, inspiring many to explore the mysteries of the past and the enduring power of the human spirit. And all that. It's the story right now. Thank you for joining us and listening. Please press subscribe, and press the notification bell. When there's something new, we'll come to sit around the circle and listen to each other again. For today, have a good day to you. See you then.